Do we have an individualized life purpose? And if so, how could we find out what it is?
There is destiny. And there is what is often called fate. One can change one's fate, but one's destiny, shall we say, is chosen at the beginning. One comes into, shall we say, the social arena, the parents, the culture, the place on the planet, wherever it is, and you are born in time. And as such, many things are powerful that sets you up for the experiencing of life. Then your choice is to live your passionate. You understand? Let me go back to what I talked about the horse. The horse has passion. It wants to run in freedom. It wants to live and show its strength and its beauty. Is that what everyone wants? Is what you are drawn to? What fulfills your nature? What gives you a sense of belonging, a sense of being useful, a sense of being fulfilled? How much freedom does that give? How much power have you discovered? And yet, how often are you trying to fit someone else's prescription? Almost as if you go to your pharmacy to get the doctor's prescription to sort out your problem rather than looking at your problem yourself.
So what sort of advice would you give to those that aren't sure if what they are doing in their life is their passion or is their destiny?
Shall we say this? Everybody knows what is their passion, what is their draw card. And most people have been taught, shall we, to deny this. They have been taught to come put it under wraps, as if there is good and evil. That one has to fit in to the old system. And of course, up until this point in history, that was accurate. But as the changing tide, shall we say, takes place, shall we say there is less and less need to fit. Now you have to find your life purpose, your life's will. And for most people, it will, shall we call it, be artistic. I want to say artistic because it expresses one's nature. Shall we say there are some people who are really very good with, shall we call it, singing or dancing or painting or making beauty. That beauty might be, let us take an example, designing a city. It looks as if it is pavements and buildings and so on, but most of the cities destroy the beings within them because they do not have beauty. They do not flow, shall we say, as they should. So someone who designs a city of which it is encouraging for the people within, then the people within will automatically discover their purpose. So it is quite common that people who live and, shall we say, have their framework in the countryside often are more fulfilled because they fit, and their passion and their life purpose can be elevated in that situation. But that isn't everybody. Some people are more socially oriented. Then the city provides that mechanism. But ugly cities do not. Do you understand? I am saying anything that engages one. Any, shall we say, some people are engaged in what you would call tinkering. They like to, shall we say, in their shed in the back garden, tinkering away, and suddenly they have moved. It is a spiritual experience, often judged by those who consider themselves more elevated. Do you follow what I mean?
Yeah.
So I want to say, often you can get, shall we say, reflections back from counselors and coaches and so forth that help to bring it and to offer support and encouragement to break out of the limitations and take a leap of faith.
And get back in touch with what's really our passion or our creativity. Or
of course. And in doing so, you will find that you connect at a deeper and deeper level.
Thanks for watching. We hope this content resonates and with your help raises planetary awareness. You can get free access to full-length channeling videos by registering at channelingmercredan.com/subscribe or clicking the link in the description.